After a month of continuous football action, we have finally come to the end of the FIFA Club World Cup, the extended 32, the extended version with 32 teams playing from group stage up until the finals. And we have the winners, Chelsea Football Club, the pride of North London. But, prior to the game, which was the final game against Chelsea and PSG, there were a lot of conversations. A lot of people were chatting a lot of things. And then even after the game, people have had to go back to swallow their words and then beg. People have had to apologize for the kind of things they said leading on to this final game. Now, I have some reactions from people and I want to share it with you. The first one, if you've seen Josiah before, we share a video of him, while this video previews. If you've seen Josiah Okwe, right, it's a sports presenter, it's an in-house sports presenter at Our Media. And he made a statement that if Chelsea beats PSG, or let's say if PSG fails to beat Chelsea and then PSG comes out as victorious, right, then his prediction has come to pass. But if Chelsea beats PSG, he's going to shave off his head of hair. He's going to shave off his head of hair. So Josiah made this promise that if Chelsea is to win the finals and then take the first ever edition of the FIFA Club World Cup, he's going to shave his hair.
You see, and on that day, Chelsea won't bet you have a ball dumping. Say, Sana Mukano, won't bet ball dumping will 4 quarters of match TV. Say, if Chelsea can win this tournament, if Chelsea can beat PSG to win it, and I know the messages will come. If Chelsea can beat PSG to win it, now Mr. Sadan, shaving stick me fast, Abrofu the enemy Robert, no, they be made that idea, and Nia Uchima, not the blade, not to know. I'll be here, Yammy, I don't know my own. Who be here one day? Mr. Shaving stick, no, you need to blade the two in one room. We are not the Alatas, for family children, and here and about now. If Chelsea can win, they can't. Then I have a soft spot for Chelsea. I like the project they're undertaking. I advise Kudus not to join Chelsea. I've done so many things for Chelsea, but today, this is not their day. Sunday is not their day. So they should just understand it. Wow. Say, a 2-year dimpoa. This game wouldn't go beyond 90 minutes. I'm telling you. Chelsea will be fortunate if this game goes beyond 90 minutes. This game would never go beyond 90 minutes.
Now, to his surprise, Sunday evening came and then Chelsea won by an astonishing 3-0 goal margin. So guess what? Josiah, true to his word, the great sportsman that he is, has successfully shaved off his hair and did it on live.
Who be here one day? Mr. Shaving stick, no, you need to blade the two in one room. We are not the Alatas, for family children, and here and about now.
A few moments later.
I said, I am paid. I said, I'm paid. I said, I'm paid. The penny was I said, I am paid. I said, I'm paid. I said, I'm paid. And the penny was
So yes, Josiah shaved his hair true to his words that he was going to do it if Chelsea wins the match. And then luckily for Chelsea, they won. So Josiah lost this bet and then did as he promised. Now moving away from Josiah, there's another sports presenter, a female sports presenter on Inshira FM. She's called Joyce Anoyeboa. She made a promise that if Chelsea beats PSG to take the cup, she was going to give up her salary, to her colleagues at the station. Joyce Anoyeboa of Inshira FM made this promise. And then, the day came, the game was won. Chelsea won the day and then took the cup. And then Joyce said that, she's begging. She says that she begs, but her salary is not much and she can't give it up. But fans are saying that, hey Joyce, you said you would give it up. We are waiting for you to give it up. So Joyce, we are waiting on Joyce's response, and on that regard, there has been a reaction. She has apologized, however, for her remarks that she made. She said that she has now seen the lights. Initially, she thought PSG was in the best form, in the best position to win the league. And unfortunately, it didn't come out like that. So she apologizes for her words. But as to if she gives the money, we are yet to confirm that. We'll give you the updates on that if she actually does. Now, moving on from Joyce, there's another person who made a remark about some bets. Now, if you realize, people have all these bets were counting for Chelsea's loss. Josiah counted for Chelsea to lose. Joyce thought Chelsea would lose. And this third person, Adom sports journalist, is called Ricardo. He also was betting for Chelsea to lose the match. And then he said that if Chelsea loses on Monday morning, he will pay a fine of 2,000 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis. So he said that, okay, he wants Chelsea to lose, and if Chelsea loses, he'll pay 2,000 Ghana cedis to his colleague, who also bet 2,000 Ghana cedis for PSG to win. Sorry, for Chelsea to win. And unfortunately for him, Chelsea won. They took the league, and they are the FIFA Club World Cup winners. Now Ricardo has to pay, but Ricardo says, Kilantia. Now, Ricardo says, Kilantia. Should Ricardo pay the 2K fine, or should he just leave it to chance and then get him another time? I want to hear your comments on that. Now, FIFA, the Club World Cup, has also released their team of the tournament. Now, there's the 11-man group from the keeper to the players and everything. So I'll mention the list for the team of the tournament for you, so that you can see if your favorite player has been featured. So for the ultimate team of the tournament in the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, for the goalkeeping position, we have Yassine Boudou. And for the right back, we have Ashraf Hakimi, PSG. Centre back, we have Marquinhos Correa, also PSG. Centre back again, we have Thiago Silva, Fluminense. Left back, we have Marco Correa from Chelsea. Central midfielder, we have Vitinha from PSG. And then central midfielder again, we have Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea. Right winger or attacking midfielder, we have Cole Palmer, the player of the tournament. And then we have attacking midfielder or the forward, we have John Arias. And striker, Gonzalo Garcia, the player with the most goals, the golden boot for the tournament. And then we have forward or winger Pedro Neto. Now, it looks like Chelsea has about 1, 2, 3, 4. Chelsea has about 4, players in this list, and PSG has about 3, and then so on and so forth. Now, if your favorite player is not featured in the team of the tournament, sorry, maybe they didn't make it. Let us know which player you think should have also made it to, this team of the tournament group. Now, going back to the conversations and reactions that people had prior to the game, before the game and after the game, I want to take a few tweets from people that stood out to me. Some were funny and some were pretty interesting. Now, Wodemaya, I don't know if you know Wodemaya. He's Ghana's most followed YouTuber. Yes, Ghana's most followed YouTuber. Wodemaya made a post before the match, and he said, "Dear Chelsea FC, please surprise the world tonight. Thank you." And then 5 hours later, after he made a post, he retweeted and then quoted the post and said, "Thank you, Chelsea FC." So yes, Chelsea delivered on Wodemaya's prayers. Now, sports journalist Fabrizio Romano has also made a post, and he said that Enzo Maresca on World Cup. Now, this is a statement from Enzo Maresca, which is the Chelsea coach. He said, "I told my players that this tournament will become just as important or even more important than the Champions League in the future." So according to Enzo Maresca, he told his guys that the FIFA Club World Cup in some time is going to be probably more important than the Champions League. So I think that was the energy that they took into the game, and it was visible on the pitch. Everybody saw that Chelsea had a better end of the game. Their energy was high. They pressed on, and then they won the match. So another person said, "Maresca is showing the world that Mendes is also PSG's weakness." Now, prior to this game, there's been stories about how Luis Enrique, which is PSG's coach, thought that Kylian Mbappe was PSG's weakness back in the day. But someone has also come out with a publication that this match shows that Maresca, that is Chelsea's coach, has shown that Mendes is not as talented as we thought he was, but that Mendes is also PSG's weakness. I don't know what you think about that. I'd like to hear your comments on that particular statement. Now, another person, Benu Success, says that Mr. Banks staked $20,000 for Chelsea to win and won 138,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So that shows you the kind of belief that people had in this Chelsea team. And for those who did not believe, I'm sure they are still tendering in their apologies for all the statements they made. And DJ Drogba also made a post, former Chelsea player, Chelsea legend. He also made a post and said, "We are the world champions," and then tagged Chelsea FC. ESPN FC on Twitter also has made a post, and they said that Enzo Fernandez was in tears after winning the Club World Cup. He now has 2 world championships to his name. If you don't know, Enzo Fernandez is also a World Cup winner with his Argentine side. And once again, he has won the FIFA Club World Cup, which makes him a world star yet again. So moving on from, Enzo Fernandez, Bernice on Twitter also said that this team stopped Chelsea from scoring the 4th goal. Now, this is a funny one. Bernice also said that, "I now understand the hype. I now understand the Cole Palmer hype. People have hyped Cole Palmer so much throughout this whole season, and he's had a very successful career at Chelsea, and people are now seeming to understand the hype around him. And like Bernice is saying, she now understands the hype, looking at the fact that he scored 2 goals in the finals. He took the award for the player of the match and sent Chelsea, and made Chelsea the champions of the world." SL also has said that Conference League winners just beat UEFA Champions League winners. This is why football is not about UCL, Real Madrid fans. Now, this is a direct jab to the Los Blancos. SL says that it says that football is not just about Champions League. It is more than it goes beyond Champions League, because anytime the conversation comes about that involves Real Madrid, what they do is to bring up 15-time Champions League winners and all that. And Esau is saying that it's not always about how much you play, but about winning, and Chelsea has shown us all of that. Now, there's another post that says that Enzo Maresca has won more trophies in one season than Phase 7 Arteta has won in 6 years. Wow. This cup is bringing a lot of controversies. Now, Arteta is sitting somewhere, probably thinking about how to be second next season, and then people are jabbing him. He's somewhere thinking about how to be second again. People are judging him already. Now, there's another one that surrounds Pep Guardiola. People are saying that all the coaches that came from Pep Guardiola have done extremely well, except for Arteta. This is another direct jab to the Arsenal coach, and it's saying that Arteta is the only weak link in that coaching tree. There's Xabi Alonso, there's Enzo Maresca, there's Eric Ten Hag, there's Vincent Kompany, and there's Luis Enrique. These are world-class coaches, but people are saying that Arteta is the only one who has failed in this tree, and he needs to be careful. Moving on from Arteta and Arsenal, another post by Janti says that this Joao Pedro signing basically won us the Club World Cup, and we've talked about how much signing Chelsea has done in recent times. In 3 years, they spent over $300 million on signings alone, from coaching staff to players and all that. And I think it's now coming to play. The world is now seeing the essence of all of this signing. I think it took time. So Janti is saying that Joao Pedro, the Brazilian player, literally took Chelsea to win the cup. And a lot of people do agree to this. Because this post has about 32k likes in the past 13 hours. So yes. Now, another post, from Beno Success. He says that if Chelsea win, call me a big FOOL. Now, this is not my word, but Beno Success. I'll leave it for the people. This is not for me to do. So after the match was played, I think they had conversations. There was a presser, and they had conversations. Now, Luis Enrique, which is the coach of PSG, he has come to say that he's not a loser. Why? Because he's a runner-up, not a loser. He says, loser, no, I'm not a loser, I'm a runner-up. There are no losers in top-level football. A loser is someone who doesn't wake up from his bed. So according to Luis Enrique, even though he failed to win the FIFA Club World Cup, he's not a loser. He's a runner-up. So those of you telling him that he's lost, please, Luis Enrique and PSG are not losers. They are runner-ups. Thank you. And then one last comment from Luis Enrique, from the post-match presser. He said that the match was difficult from the very first minutes. Chelsea had more energy. I don't know what he's trying to say, but I think he meant that going into this game, PSG probably had exhausted their energy. As they're supposed to be relaxing and they're waiting for preseason, but this tournament has been held and they've been predominant, they've been consistent from the very beginning. But like Luis Enrique is saying, his boys are tired, and hence their performance last night. So Chelsea had the upper hand, and that's why they came out victorious. This has been me bringing reactions from comments, statements made by people and regarding to the FIFA Club World Cup. And also, once again, congratulations to Chelsea Football Club for winning the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. Catch you some other time.